try to use. So both state and non-state actors target them to silence or disseminate and control information without strong digital protection. Their safety, the confidentiality and other sources, and the integrity of their work are at risk. So when you do not know these things, like you do not have a knowledge of this, your information can be at risk because anybody can access or anybody can try uh, to to manipulate you into giving maybe your information or something like that. So we all know the layers of security. I would like to ask, like, if you are in a home setting, let me say, like, in layman language, like you're in a home setting, like in your house or where you're staying, maybe you're still with your parents, or maybe you're in your house alone. So what are some layers that you put as a security, like a security layers that help maybe to protect you from an attack? I want maybe some answers from you. You can put it in the chat box, or maybe you unmute and tell us.
Let me just, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Angelino. Actually, at the night, for instance, I can use, can light up all the lights at night around the house. Also, I can make sure that there's a padlock, so that I can lock the gates, the main gate. Also, I have to make sure that I have a dogs at least that can be a security at night. So these are the simple layers I can use at night. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayan Joseph. So Mayan has given us, he said he uses a padlock. That is a layer of security. In your house you have a fence, you have a gate. Some people have cameras. Some people have, let me say, some people have dogs. Those are all things that you put to protect you from harm from the human beings, or from any attack that they may come and and threaten you. So those are some layers that we put in the house. So now what are the layers that do we need to put in our social media, in anything that we use concerning our gadgets, maybe your laptop, maybe the organization platform, anything that you are associated with. You also need those layers that you need to protect the information that you have, because not everybody has a good intention toward you. You could be in your workplace, or maybe you have your laptop. You also need to have something to protect it from somebody to just come and log in, or from somebody to come just and access your information. So these are the layers of digital security. We have secure information. Hello?
Yeah, Miss Angelina. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
So, according to the best of my knowledge, one of the layer that I know is second factor authentication that can be used in
Mhm.
Facebook, in email, and many other platform or social accounts. Thanks for that.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. So in this we have security, communication, profile management, information management, digital hygiene, access control, digital situational awareness, and digital literacy. So we're going to explain each one of them so that we get to know what they are. When you look at securing communication is like protection of data during the transmission, to ensure that it is not intercepted or read or altered by an authorized party. Like you find that in your WhatsApp you have end-to-end encryption, some things like Signal, those ones you cannot accept you cannot access information there. So it secures your communication, it secures your information. Also, for example, you have the HTTPS in the domain. That one also helps to protect. Like if you see there's some let me say some website, when you see their links, you find that if you find there are some of them, when you look at it on your laptop, it has something like a padlock. That one, it is protected. It cannot be accessed. The information cannot be destroyed by anyone or cannot be altered. We also have encrypted emails, and then also VPN. VPNs also can help to secure communications. Then when you come to profile management involves managing digital identities and personal information across platforms to control what data is shared, with whom, and how it is protected. Like, who are you going to share your information with? So, for example, we have adjusting privacy setting on social media. In every social media, you have a privacy setting. Those ones, they help you in your profile management. Like maybe you have a Facebook account, or maybe an organization Facebook account. Those ones you can use. You have the profile management. You need to know the settings that are there to help you manage that information, like managing your user, like your username, avatars, and then also bios. You find that in some website or some platforms, you need to put your bio. So those are the things that you need to know. Your profile management, you need to know how to manage your profile properly, so that using in different identities for different purposes, this one, it will also help you. Then when we come to information management is the practice of like organizing or storing your information, sharing and securing data responsibly and efficient way. That will be concerned with backing up your files securely, and also controlling who has access to sensitive documents. You don't just put your information there. You need to know where are you going to store it, where are you going to keep it, so that it is safe from hackers or from anyone that will come to access where you have placed it. Then we look at digital hygiene. Digital hygiene, it involves regular practices and habits that ensure the security and functionality of digital devices and accounts. For example, updating softwares and apps using a strong or unique password. That one, it is also a habit, a digital hygiene. Maybe you have your phone. How long do you update your phone when you have data? How long do you update your phone? That is a digital hygiene, when you update your phone regularly, or your PC regularly. That one is a practice of a digital hygiene that we also need to do most of the times. Scanning for malware and viruses, it is also a digital hygiene. You need to have things that will help you to scan malware and viruses, maybe in your in your PC. Like mostly you need to have it in your PC. And then controlling access control. Access control, it is a process of defining and enforcing who can access a specific digital resource and under what condition. Like you cannot just leave your information. You might have a sensitive information. I don't know if we have a journalist here. If you are a journalist, maybe you are involved in reporting sensitive information. That sensitive information, you need to control it very well. You need to know where are you going to keep it, so that nobody will access it at any time. Somebody will have to access it with your permission, or maybe when you have given them access to uh, to that uh, that information. So access control, it involves you need to know what you are going to use. So using multi-factor authentication, and then role-based access to files and organization, locking devices with passwords and biometrics. That one is also in access control. Then we have digital literacy. Digital literacy is a habit to use digital technologies effectively, responsibly, and safely, including critical thinking about online content and understanding basic security principles. You find that, for example, you need to understand how the internet and social media work. You need to also identify misinformation and knowing how to evaluate a permission or privacy. Those one will help you in your digital literacy. And then also digital situational awareness. Digital situational awareness is the ability to understand, respond appropriately to the digital environment, including recognizing threats, scams, and unusual behavior, like spotting phishing mails and noticing unusual login attempts. Like you have, if you in emails, in Google email, like if someone attempts to log in your email, maybe somewhere, you get that alert which tells you that somebody is trying to log in into your email account, and that one, it will help you. It is a digital situational awareness. You help you to know. Sometimes you may stay. It will help you to stay updated and current digital threats. So digital awareness, it will help you to do that. I've already explained digital literacy. It is ability to use digital technology effectively, responsibly, and also you know how safely, including critical thinking. You need to think fast before you do anything. So here we're going to look at the digital risks and attacks. Digital risk and attacks, we have malware, we have keyloggers, and then hacking, phishing, cyberbullying, physical attack, theft. We have man in the middle, and targeted digital attacks, identity theft, mis and disinformation. So what is malware? Malware is a malicious software. It can be installed in your computer. It refers to any software intentionally designed to damage or disrupt or gain unauthorized access to the computer's network or data. Some of them are viruses, worms, ransomware, spyware, trojans. Those are all software. They can be installed in your laptop when you do not know that it is the one, but then that one, somebody can install it and use it to access the information that you have. I've faced something like that one time because somewhere, and where I'm working, we used to share laptops in that place where I used to work. So the person installed the malware whereby they can monitor what I was doing. So that is also, it can be done. Somebody can do it. You can you can be a victim of that. So we need to be careful. Then keyloggers. Keyloggers. Keyloggers are a type of malware that secretly record the key pressed on the keyboard to steal sensitive information like password, credit card numbers, and then also messages. And it is used for spying and identity theft and financial fraud. Like somebody can use it to get to spy on you, to get your password, to get anything that they want to get. Maybe you're working for an organization, they use it to steal that password and then get to know and log in and maybe do their things that they want to do. Another thing, we have backdoors. Backdoors are hidden methods or vulnerability in a software or hardware that allows unauthorized access to a system. bypassing normal security mechanism. Like if you find that this person is coming it is not using the right authority to access that information. You find something like hackers, even malware, it is also, it can gain control of the system without being detected. Like you will not know. You will not know. Recently, there was an attack that happened. I think it was Equity, whereby their system was hacked. So that one is also an example of a backdoor, as it happened some time back. So hacking is the act of gaining unauthorized access to a system, network, or data, often to steal or alter or destroy information. So those are the methods. Hacker is a person that it can be something it can be a system that is set up to do, or maybe person does it personally to hack that system. In hacking, we have white hackers, and then we have black hat. Then those are malicious. The white one, these are the good guys that maybe you hire to solve that information. But then the black hackers, those are the ones that use your information for fraud or to cause something harmful to your information or to your system. Then phishing is a cyber attack that tricks individuals into revealing personal information like passwords or bank details by pretending to be a trustworthy source. Usually they come via email or SMS or fake website. Phishing, it can come through via email or SMS. We shall look at it later in detail. Then an agent messaging, fake link pages, or suspicious links. Those are also examples of of phishing. We have cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of digital platform like social media messaging apps or email to harass or threaten or humiliate and target someone repeatedly. Some you came across this. I don't know. There's some cyberbullying. Somebody will say you have to give me this amount of money. If you don't, I'm going to do this and this. And then those are cyberbullies. So they harass someone, or maybe they may target your messages, and then they say, if you don't give me this or you don't give me this, I will expose what you have. And then somebody in that maybe what you have, it is really something you don't want it to be known. Some people end up killing themselves because of that. Another one, we have a physical attack. Physical attacks like theft. Attack, it can be theft or damage of devices like laptops or phones and infrastructure, which can lead to loss of data. Sometimes maybe your phone is stolen or your laptop is stolen. That is a physical attack. Or maybe it has been hit by something, or it has been destroyed by something, and then it got spoiled. So there you will lose your information completely, or maybe you get your USB stolen, then damaged services or unauthorized entry. That is also an example of physical attack. Then we have man in the middle. Man in the middle occurs when a third party secretly intercept or alters communication between two parties, often to steal data or inject malicious content. This intercepting login or critical insecurity or Wi-Fi network. There are sometimes when you log in this free Wi-Fi, maybe you find it somewhere and it is for free. That one, it is dangerous. It can make some people to access your information unauthorized. We have also targeted digital attacks. Targeted digital attacks are deliberate. These are cyber attacks. They are aimed to a specific individual or organization. Those are intentional, like a system often using custom techniques or tools to get that information. It is something that somebody has targeted you let me give an example of maybe you're walking at night and then you find somebody is following you. That person is specifically targeting you. You're going somewhere, you still find that same person. So you need to know those are some attacks that I'm just putting it in a layman language so that you can understand. So it can come in spear phishing or ransomware or attacks on companies or spying on journalists or activities. Yeah, those ones can happen. Then identity theft, identifying theft occurs when someone uses another person's personal information, like name or ID number or bank details without permission to commit a fraud or other crimes. You find that there are some people who do impersonation, they go online and then they pretend to be somebody. They even fill in those, they know the person very well. They even get the person's picture and they put as profile, and then they know the person's rank, and then they use that rank to manipulate people or or get get something from some people who are related to them. It can lead to financial loss or damage, credit or legal issues, because maybe somebody will think that it is really that real person that is doing something like that, but he doesn't know that the identity of that person has been stolen by someone else to do whatever thing that they are doing. Then we also have misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation, it is false, incorrect information shared without intent to deceive. Like you share the information, but you do not have the intention to deceive people. You just got that information unknowingly and you shared. You did not know that it is a wrong information, and you do not intend to deceive others, but you that is a misinformation. And then disinformation is like a false information shared intentionally to mislead and manipulate others. For example, like you have a fake political news, like somebody will share some news that is not right, not because they want maybe to create something that will lead to the downfall of that party. So that is disinformation. So those are all the digital risk and attacks that we get that we need to be aware of. Right now we're going to go to healthy digital habit. So in your mind, you need to have questions that you ask yourself all the time. Like you yourself, you need to ask yourself, does my digital profile or network look, please unmute. So you need to ask yourself these questions, and these are healthy digital habits and practices that we need to know that will protect us and will protect the information that we have. So what does my digital profile and network look like? You need to ask yourself that question personally, and you know. And then, do I have a strong password in everything that you're using? Do you have a strong password? Then what information, data do I have on my digital space? You could have a sensitive information that need really not to be exposed or to be placed anyhow. You need to know where you're going to keep that information. So you need to know the information that you have, the worth. What is its worth? So do I have also an antivirus or firewall or VPN in my PC or in your phone? Those ones, they help to protect your personal identity or protect you from from the hackers. And then you also need to ask yourself, what is my digital footprint? That one we're going to look at it later. Then have have I verified the information or email or links and data apps that I have? Those are the things you need to ask yourself. Then Have I backed up my data? What are my privacy settings on my online platform? Is my communication secure? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself in your sphere or wherever you are. You need to know, you need to have these questions in mind. These are healthy digital habits and practices that we need to have in order to uh, to stay safe. Here we have safe social media use. In safe social media use, you need to protect your personal information. You need to protect your personal information where you have a strong password, and then you need to have a strong privacy setting. Maybe let me look at if I would say maybe some of you are on Instagram or in X, formerly called Twitter. You find that in their setting, you can set it to privacy. You can set it to who is able to, like if you have posted something that is on X, who should respond or who should give a comment. You can give that, and then in Instagram, you can set that setting whereby nobody can see your information or profile information unless they have followed you. So some people put that setting to protect them or to protect the information that they post. Then you also need to think before you post. What are you posting? You don't just go on social media and you just post anyhow, because sometimes you may regret what you put on social media. It was informing others. So you need to know what you're posting. You need to think critically before you put something outside there. What is the benefit of that information that you're giving other people? Are you teaching them? What are some of the things that you need to have that accountability in yourself, that when I put that information out there, what impact am I giving those people who are going to see it? So you don't just post anything on social media, maybe on your Facebook or any any platform that you are familiar with. So you need to know what you have. You need to post some things that are good, something that is really not misinforming, something that you can check with somebody else before you post it. You can tell the person, or maybe it is a sensitive information that you need to share. You need some people to know about it, but you need to do a background check before you share that information, so that you know yourself that whatever you're putting outside there, you will not be a victim of that information. So, and then also you need to be aware of scams and fake accounts. Some scams and fake accounts, somebody can use impersonation to trick people to get something from somebody else. So scammers, you need to be aware of them. You need to first check, you need to first verify the information that you've got before you go ahead with it. I have some scam emails. This I got them from my personal email, and it is a little bit. I can't see it very well. You cannot see it very well because they're a little bit. They're too small. But these are some emails. They are scamming and they look phishing. So I decided to use them as an example, which we can use in this uh, in this um, in this session. You can see like here you see that this one is already labeled. Gmail can already help you like to label something if it is a scam or anything like that. So you'll be able to know, and then you also need to have those links that you can use to verify the email or the link that has been sent to you. And then also it has to be an agent. Some people, I like in this first email here, somebody was offering some huge amount of money that is giving out for free. So now when you tap on the email, maybe you're sending the email back thinking that you're going to get that money. The person is trying to get your information to use it for something else. So that is why I got to know. That is why I got this one and I used it. And also how you get to know that something is like if somebody sends you an email and does not address you direct, does not use your name, like maybe hello or dear Angelina. that email is already you already caught that email and know that something is wrong here. So the email somebody has to address you if they know you very well. If they know you, they have to address you with your name, any of your names. If that email does not address you with your name, then just know that that email is a fraud. It is somebody that is trying to get something from you. So you don't need to send back. You don't need to respond to it, but you need to label it already as a scam. And then limit a screen time. Sometimes we use a screen. Most of the time you don't take a time outside, or maybe you don't take a break for the screen time. You are just always on your phone. So it is not healthy to be on your phone all the time. You need to take some breaks. So limit your screen time. That one will help you to focus on other things that you also do. Then healthy digital habits and practices. Healthy digital habits and practices. These are things that you will do maybe in your gadgets or in all your gadgets, your phones and your laptop, or anything that is website or anything that you use. Like in your laptop, you need to have an antivirus and maybe a firewall. That one will help you detect viruses or anything that is trying to hack your information. Or maybe when you click on a link and that link is phishing and it is not good, so it will give you that alert. It will give you that alert. Or maybe also when your laptop is slowing down, it can give you the alert that your laptop is slowing down because of this and this. The information is too much. There are some files that are maybe placed somewhere or anything like that. So it will tell you to maybe delete some things so that your PC can work very well. You also need to have a strong password. That one will help you to protect the information that you have. Those are healthy digital habits and practices that we need to do in our daily life. You reduce and clear digital footprints. Where have you visited during the day while you are browsing in any information that we're using on social media? So you reduce and clear. You reduce by maybe removing the digital footprint, maybe the cookies that were installed, you delete them. That one will create a space, and then it will also help clear that it will help your laptop to function well. Then genuine and update software. You need to update your software, secure browsing and communications. You need to back up your information all the time. You back up whatever that you have. Then enhance privacy setting. We already talked about it. You need to enhance your privacy setting and trust but verify. If you get a link or maybe information from somewhere else, you need to trust it, but you have to verify it so that you be sure what you are interacting with, whether it is saved or not. Then continuous digital literacy. Digital literacy is a continued knowledge. So you need to know all the time. You need to know these digital. You need to be digitally literate. You need to know these things so that you know how to function and keep your information. So these are the links. We have antivirus for your laptop. This one, it has the free version, but also you have to pay for it after when the free version is done. Then we have Toll. That one you can also use it to keep your information, like a sensitive information that you have, and you need to keep it. Nobody has to access it, but only when they have been authorized. Then we have Brave browser for the Android, and then Brave browser for the iPhone, for those that are having an iPhone. I think you get them later. Yeah, you get them later. They'll be posted. Then we have digital footprint. We have been talking about it. What is digital footprint? Digital footprint refers to the, it refers to, are you guys seeing my screen? Yes, I can see you're seeing it. Let's continue. So digital footprint refers to the intentional digital traces a person leaves when they deliberately engage with a digital platform. Like for you, you go to like when you go to on social media, you leave a digital footprint that somebody will use to track you. Like an action, it involve a conscious input or interaction are usually generated when they unknowingly share information or communicate online. For example, on social media posts, posting updates or photos or comments, or when you go to somebody's picture and you like, or when you are on a platform like Facebook or Instagram or X, formerly Twitter, you go there, you will leave a digital footprint. The like let me say somebody will know that these hackers, they will know where you have visited. It is recorded. Like when you go on your PC, it is there. Like if you want to delete them, we shall look at that later. Then on digital footprint, you have filling out in online forms. Like maybe you're applying for a job, you enter your personal information in the registration form, like surveys, job application, or commerce checkout, e-commerce checkout, those things. There you leave your digital footprint there in that. So these are the things that you are the one that using it, like you putting your information there intentionally. You SMS text messages, sending and receiving text messages that are stored by servers, providers, or devices. Then call phone records, making or receiving calls when which leaves metadata such as time, duration, phone numbers, and involve not the actual conversation content, but when you call that person, your number will be there. The time you call that person is there. So that one, it is a digital footprint. Then files, uploading or sharing and storing document, images, and other data on a cloud platform or website. That one is a digital footprint. Digital footprint, you put there your information. It was done by you. You are the one that did that. You interacted with the platform. But then when you look at the passive footprint, passive footprint is an intentional or automatic digital trace left behind when a person uses the internet or digital devices without actively providing the information, like tracking cookies. These footprints are typically collected without the user's direct input. You do not you They are taken from you when you did not without your knowledge, without your permission, often in the background as a result of system operations and third-party tracking. Those ones you did not do it by yourself, but they steal your information. They just get your information without your permission. It involves tracking cookies, small pieces of data stored by website in your browsers track browsing behavior. You find that when you visited let me say you visited a website, or maybe you went and checked in a certain restaurant, then another day there is an advert just pops up in that exact place where you try to check that information from those. They use your cookies, they use the tracking cookies to get that information to you. Like maybe you were from a certain university and then they had made, or maybe you are with somebody from that certain university, and then they will use like if somebody went and did an advert somewhere, they will use the tracking cookies to bring that information to you. Like you're from the same university, they will use that the tracking cookies to bring that information to you. And then like geolocation, those are examples of passive footprint. Location data collected or automatically from your device via, like they will use a GPS location tracking and then IP address. It reveals approximately location and internet provider. So that's why using VPN is vital. Wherever you are, you need to use a VPN to protect your IP address. And then the International Mobile Equipment Identity, that is IMEI, it identifies your mobile device. So somebody will know the mobile device that you're using at that time. What is the mobile device you're using? It mostly happens when you're browsing, or maybe when you're searching for something. It will bring that you have searched from this location, you are using this and this phone. So they use this thing to track your mobile. And then the International Mobile Subscriber Identity, it is tied to your SIM card and mobile network, like which SIM card were you using at that time. Then website metrics like shares and comments, interests. Those are the ones maybe you share or you like something on that another person has posted, or you commented, or maybe you had an interest in it. The information such how long you stay on the page, like how long were you in that page, and what you view, how, and then over an interaction track to analyze behavior, even if you don't post or directly submit anything. Those things, they just take your information. So passive footprint, they take your information without your permission. But active footprint is something you interacted with willingly to give that information. But passive footprint is something that is something that takes your information without you giving out that information. So we need to know how we need to keep ourselves from something like that. If you have gone on the website, you need to be able to delete some things that you do not want. Maybe you're working in this organization that does sensitive information, like maybe you're a journalist and you do not want, because sometimes there is this they will check where you have visited, the things you have done, and what have you. So you need to go back and you delete some things like that, tracking cookies and what have you. Or maybe you need to have a VPN in your phone or in your laptop to hide your IP address. So whenever they get this information, the passive footprint, it will just give them of another location. Like when you use a VPN can give your IP address. You can set it, maybe you say you're from Brazil or from somewhere else. So from that time, it will use the time of that country. So when they get that information, it will even hide your identity. So they will not get to know who has been working on this. So that is why using a VPN is good, so that your digital footprint is not detected so easily. Then a strong password characteristics, more than 8 characters. We all familiar with something like this. You need to have an uppercase and a lowercase letters, symbols and numbers, pass, phrase, or sentence abbreviation, no personal information, no generic. You find that some people use their names. You use your name and then you add some few things, or you use your child name or your sister's name or your mother's name or your dad's names. Those are not, it is not, it cannot create a good, it can easily be detected by somebody. Somebody can just try to know, they can just guess and then they put and then the thing works. So you need to avoid things like that. No generic or dictionary words. Then also you need to consider the two-factor authentication password or passphrase. One brother spoke about it earlier. So this link, let me copy it and I paste it on the chat box. I want us to check, like you check the strength of your password. How strong is the password that you have? You click on that link and then try to share with us right now. Like, how strong is your password? Just tell us the period, how it is going to last. You find that this one I used, this one, this information is real, the one that is here. This one is 2 decillion years, and then this one is 400,000 years. So you find this one is stronger than this one. So sometimes don't use password names, like you don't use names to create a password. You don't use something that can easily be detected. It is showing you an error. It cannot.
Yes, it is showing an error. I don't know what happened to it.
I think something went wrong with it. Maybe we shall look at it another time because it's going to clear us right now. So this one, you use it to check the security of your password. How strong is your password? Okay, Mr. Bida, can you correct it for us? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you use that link that Bida shared and then you check your password and tell us what you have. Son, have you tried?
Can we enter the password in the space provided?
Yes, you enter the password, your password, like the one you use. And then you type on the chat box.
You type the number of years the application has shown you, not your password, on the chat box, please.
Yeah, I think your password is strong, Son, and the one for Robin. is also strong. So you need to use the strong password. You use this one. So sometimes you don't use the shorter password, but you need to maybe use a phrase password, something that you will not forget so easily. You find that there are some people you will forget so easily, so you use a shorter password that is not a phrase, and then you forget it so easily, and you, which is, it can be also be guessed by somebody else, and then they hack maybe your system or your phone or your laptop. So you need to use a stronger password. So you can use that link at all the time to check the password that you're creating, and then you use a phrase, not just something short like this one, which is not good. So that is it. I think we should try that exercise, all of us, and see. Yes. Then health internet habits practices, health internet habits and practices that we need to have. Avoid saving your password on the browser. That one can easily get your information accessed or anything like that. So don't save it on the browser. Then sign out when not in the use. Avoid public internet. Like sign out when you're not in use. Don't leave your account there on. Maybe you're using a laptop and then you're going to get tea, or maybe you're walking out of something to get something and you leave it there. You don't know who will come in and see what you have been doing or access your information. So you need to sign out if you're not in use all the time. And then also avoid public internet, like if you do not have VPN, because the public internet can get your information, and then which is not good. So you need to have a VPN or install a firewall, then access secure website, HTTPS, then verify before clicking or downloading. For verification, you can use something like VirusTotal. VirusTotal, it can verify the link whether it is malicious or it is a malware or anything like that. You just type VirusTotal. It will bring for you that the information where you can install, where you can put that link, and then you verify the link before you click, and you get to know that this link is malicious or suspicious, something like that. So you stay safe from phishing. Then also clean history and temporary cookies and cache. This one, it will help to not slow down your PC or maybe the functionality of your PC. So you need to avoid that. Then avoid oversharing or posting sensitive content. Like you overshare content, it is not good. So you need to avoid oversharing and posting sensitive content. Know what you're posting. What is the impact of what you're posting? What is the impact of what you're giving out to your consumer? Whoever is going to get that information, what are you trying to communicate? Is it a good one? Or you put yourself in the shoes of that person. When the person sees that information, if it were you, what will you need to have that critical thinking before you share any information. Then also health habits, health mobile phone habits and practices. This one is to do with your phone. In public space, be more situational aware, because you can lose your phone anyhow. Somebody can just come grab your phone and then runs away with it, like you find Torontos everywhere. So you need to be in public spaces, be more situational aware. If you find somebody is overlooking at you, somebody is following you, you're going like this, they stand, you go stand in the shop, they come and stand near you. You need to ask yourself, what is this person targeting. So you need to be in public spaces, you need to be more situational aware. Then also apply password. Apply password wherever you are. Maybe like in your workplace, you need to have a password in your PC. You cannot trust anybody because it can be your workmate, but you don't know what that workmate can do to your information. Then use secure apps for sensitive communication. Sensitive communication can be a sensitive information like something it is so sensitive that you do not want just to let anybody know anyhow. So you need to use secure apps for sensitive communication. Like WhatsApp can be a secure app that you need to use, and then some other apps that we shall look later. Then back up your information, clear history and sensitive content. Those are habits that you need to always practice on your mobile phone. Then turn off Bluetooth and location if not in use. You don't need to keep your Bluetooth on all the time or location all the time on. You need to turn them off when you are not in use. If you are not using them, don't turn them on because those ones can be used to track where you are at the moment. So you turn off your Bluetooth and location when you are not in need of them. Then avoid accepting open box phone as gifts. Like somebody can give you something and you do not know what is the intention of that person. So anything you receive has to be sealed. You don't know what is in that phone before the person has given you. Maybe they install something before they are giving you. Then limit mobile use if secrecy may may be a concern. If you see something around you is not really well, so you need to limit your mobile use. Yeah, those are healthy mobile phone habits that we need to have in mind. And then healthy information management practice. Information management practice, we know what you have, how will you keep it, how will you store what you have. So these are healthy habits of information practices. Organize your information. Let what you have be organized and in one place. Don't just leave it anyhow. You can put it in a folder and then that folder you keep it somewhere. You don't just leave it anyhow on your phone or in your PC or in anything that where you have kept it. You need to know where you're going to keep it and know what you have and its risk. You need to know the information that you have and the risk that it can bring to you. Then treat information based on its level of risk. There is that information that you know it is not so sensitive. It cannot bring anything to you. So that information, so you treat the information based on its level of risk. So you can leave it there, but it doesn't mean you leave it anyhow. But you need to keep that one that you know it is really so sensitive. You need to know where you're going to keep it. Then back up all the time. Then secure sensitive information, i.e., using a password or encryption. Then share information on need basis. Trust but verify, and then clean desk policy. You need to use that. And then remember the foundation of healthy and digital practices we talked about: securing communications, information management and profile management, then access control and digital hygiene. Then we spoke about digital literacy and digital situation awareness. The other layers of safety in place, which mostly focus on self and next, is to focus on securing wellness engagement with the external parties. Then also with access to control skills and enhance and digital hygiene, enforced managing both information and profiles help reduce the impact of any digital threats or attacks. Then after enhancing digital literacy and protecting of accessing one's digital environment and instituting digital hygiene and practices becomes instinctively vital. Then when you come to digital literacy and digital situation awareness, Key foundation of digital safety by learning about one's digital tools and environment, and also become more aware of their digital vulnerability, establish risk and mitigation strategies, and become faster in responding to threats and attacks. So you need to know what you need to apply in when you find yourself in this situation. What should you do, the mitigations that you need to do. Then key takeaways. Use unique passwords. You need to use unique passwords, like we already talked about it. And then set account to private. You need to set your account. There's some settings that you can have. You cannot put it fully on private, but there are some things that you can set in personal. Then review friends and followers list monthly. Like you can view your friends and followers list monthly. Take an example of Instagram. There are some things that are done. Somebody can just include you as their follower when you did not practically do that thing. So you need to know. You need to view your. You need to review friends and followers list month.